Hey guys, good morning. This is a little bit of a different start than usual, and that's because I'm on my way to Zeeland. Not New Zealand, but Zeeland. That's at the south of the Netherlands. And I'm going there because Rungis, my vegetable supplier, they invited me to go do some seaweed picking. It's a first for me. I'm very excited to go. And afterwards I'm going to show you how to use the seaweed in your dishes. And we're going to do that in combination with some brill and some cockles. So, let's begin.
I'm at the Oosterschelde, a natural reserve with great water quality. Because of this, the result is the most pure seaweed that is hand-picked by Jan. Jan is one of the few in the Netherlands who has a license to cut seaweed. Every day he walks with low water on the tidal shores to harvest all kinds of different seaweed, all with their beautiful flavor and texture. Find a link to all the different seaweeds and their season, flavor and texture in the description of this video. So we're back in the kitchen and I brought home a couple of beautiful seaweeds. First we're going to start with making the seaweed oil, and for that transfer 30 grams of the sea oak weed in a blender. Now also add 120 grams of a neutral oil and blend this till the oil is at 70 degrees Celsius. It will heat up from the friction. After that, pass it through a sieve that's lined with a kitchen paper. Let this drain in your fridge. Now for the brill. First take a piece of kitchen paper and dry the skin of the fish. This will make the filleting process a lot easier. Because when the skin is still wet, the whole fish will just wiggle all around your cutting board, and you want it to be steady as a rock. So when it's not so wet anymore, it will be a lot more steady and you can just easily fillet it. Start by cutting around the head. Then cut along the central spine of the brill. Now put your knife more horizontal and cut along the bone underneath the fillet. Make sure you give it some pressure so you don't waste any fish. Once you have reached the livers, remove them and then cut the fillet off. Turn the brill around and repeat the process that we just did. Now turn the fish around and repeat the process that we just did on the other side. Now make a small incision at the bottom of the fillet and pull the skin tight. Then gently slice the skillet off. Let your knife do the work. Then portion them and keep the trimmings for later. Keep the fillets in the fridge. Now use a spoon to remove any left fish between the bones and add it to the trimmings. Keep it as well in your fridge. Now for the sauce. First remove the eyes and the gills of the brill. Then heat up your barbecue. After that, tie some rope around the head and let the bones toast above the barbecue for at least 3 hours on both sides. This will dry out the bones and give it a beautiful flavor. Once that's done, portion it into smaller pieces and keep it for later. Then cut one big onion in half, clean it and chop it. Also do this with half a leek. Now heat up a big pot, add a splash of oil and glaze the onions and the leek for 5 minutes with 4 pieces of star anise, 2 grams of coriander seeds and 1 gram of black pepper. Now also add the bones and glaze for another 5 minutes. After that, deglaze the pot with 250 grams of white wine and let it reduce. Then submerge the bones completely with water, add 4 sprigs of thyme and let it simmer for 50 minutes. Remove any floating egg whites when necessary. Once that's done, pass it through a fine sieve and let it drain for at least 30 minutes so you don't waste a single drop. Then add half a liter of cream and reduce the sauce for 3/4. After that, season with salt and pass it through a fine sieve once more. Then keep it in your fridge for later. Now for the brill farce. First transfer 200 grams of the trimmings in a blender together with 5 grams of salt, 2 eggs and 100 grams of butter. Blend this till it's a smooth paste. Once smooth, while mixing, add 180 grams of cream and when incorporated, directly stop mixing to prevent it from splitting. Now transfer it on the sieve and press it through. Add some flax brickweed and fold it till incorporated. Then cover your worktop with a layer of plastic wrap. Now take some sea lettuce weed and cover your plastic foil in a rectangular shape. Put a brill fillet on top and season with salt. Then add some lime zest and cover it with a thick layer of the farce. Spread it and then roll it into a tight roll. Use the foil to make it even more tight and then make a knot on both sides. Cook it at 71 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes and then directly cool it down in ice water for at least 3 hours. Meanwhile, we're going to cook the cockles. First cut an onion in half, clean it and chop it. Now heat up a frying pan, add a splash of oil and glaze the onion together with the leaves from 4 sprigs of thyme. Then turn up the heat and add a kilo of rinsed cockles. Fry it for 2 minutes and then deglaze it with 200 grams of white wine. Cook them till all the shells have opened up and then transfer them into a big container. Then cover them and let them cool down in your fridge. Once chilled, remove them from the shell and trim the bottom. After that, scrape out the intestines with the tip of your knife and then keep them in your fridge for later. Now for the crispy seaweed. First transfer 30 grams of tempura flour in a bowl and season with 2 grams of salt. Now while stirring, add 60 grams of water. Then portion some Japanese sargassum and cover with a thin layer of flour. Now transfer them into the batter and deep fry them at 160 degrees Celsius till golden and crispy. Keep them dry and covered for later. After that, take the brill roll and portion it into the desired thickness with a sharp long knife. Remove the foil and then transfer them on a tray that's covered with a thin layer of oil. Cover them with some foil and heat them up at 90 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. Meanwhile, heat up the sauce and then blend for 30 seconds. Just before serving, also add the cockles. Then transfer the fish on a plate and season with flaky salt. Now put some codium weed on top and drizzle the seaweed oil around the fish. Then lay the crispy seaweed on the codium and finish the dish with the hot sauce and the cockles.
Okay guys, that's it for today. I had a blast making this dish, and picking my own seaweed was also a really cool experience. So thank you Rungis. Like I said, I had a blast. I tasted all the components separate from each other and they were really tasty already. The sauce is amazing and the farce is silky smooth and super soft. So not much to say on that. I think we're just going to dig in and enjoy this beautiful dish. Let's get a lot of the sauce as well, because the sauce is really cool. It's really good. That's so super delicious. You start with the depth of the sauce. You can really taste the bones, the smokiness, a little bit of toastiness as well. And then it balances out perfectly with the seaweed, because it's a little bit salty but very fresh still, and the fish is perfectly cooked in combination with the beautiful soft and silky farce. Yeah, that's really nice. And then there's this crispy. This is the final crispy actually, because I ate the rest already. Super cool. Really happy with the dish. So yeah guys, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's a little bit different than normal, so let me know in the comments on what you think and if I should do more videos like this. And for now, leave a like if you like the video and subscribe if you want to support my channel and see more amazing dishes like this. And as always, bon appetit!